They finally turned Roman Reigns heel. Congratulations, WWE. You did something you should have done about 5 years ago. But better late than never. I'm Champathon with my review of WWE Payback 2020, and it was certainly a show. It wasn't bad. There were some nice clean finishes, and who doesn't like a nice clean finish over and over and over? I may be going off topic here, but honestly, not that bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But look, the main event was going to have shenanigans, because of course it was, and I'll talk about those here in a little bit, because you have a newly heel Roman, and then you have two guys that are what they are in the ring. So Charlie, Booker, Lawler, JBL, and Rosenberg on the panel, and they say at one point Paul Heyman may be the greatest wrestling manager of all time. Bobby Heenan is number one. Jimmy Hart, Jim Cornette, you can do 2 and 3 there. And then there are two others that I would put before Heyman, but that's the top 3 right there. You'd have to go back into history. Heyman's good. He ain't the greatest wrestling manager of all time or even top 5. Let me know your top 5 in the comments. If Heyman's there, great. Love to hear from you guys. Truth is here to kill time. Thinks it's Raw talk. Big E is a future world champion. Booker also is taking unnecessary shots at Big E and has taken shots at Naomi and various others. Why does Booker feel the need to do this? As JBL said, Booker, was getting schooled by JBL. JBL was making reasonable points. 2020 is a fucking wild year. If JBL is being the voice of reason here, then fucking hell, just pack your bags, load them with canned goods, head to the mountains, not near an active volcano, because the world's about to fucking end. And then, what was it? JBL says, you need to start building new stars that can draw money and not these robots. Again, JBL making good points. And then Dominic is brought up, and then they bring up second-generation talents like David Sammartino, who gets attacked for absolutely no reason. Verbally, not physically, because he wasn't there. I don't know where David Sammartino is. It's not my day to watch him. Then we get the Iconics versus Liv and Ruby. I like the gear that Liv and Ruby had, and the Iconics also cut a good promo. And then this match happened. A lot of shouting. A lot of goddamn shouting. I like all 4 of these women. This did not work for me. It really didn't. Now, I will say this. One thing I do like is that they're allowing the women to just be themselves and everything and have more fun. I kind of wish that they would do a little less scripting, because fucking hell do we get a lot of scripting and a lot of bad scripted promos on this. But that being said, both the teams kissed. The Iconics during their, before the match started. And then Ruby and Liv seemingly did. I don't complain. Be whoever the hell you are. Be open and be happy with who you are. But it's just weird that WWE would go for this and allow this to happen, considering that Vince likes to be so tightly controlled. But hey, be more open about it and have some goddamn fun. I am all for it, because these two teams actually could show the closeness and show the fact that they are really, really happy, and really good teams. And that's the thing. I hope that they get a chance to actually have a number 1 contenders match that can be better than this. Because it was just very, very odd that this match wasn't all that good. Billy at one point to Liv, after she said that Ruby ran into Liv, she doesn't love you. I don't know what the fuck this was. Codebreaker, riot kick, pins Billy. There we go. That was about it. Cool. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But the match, I'm not going to fault any of the women. The match just wasn't that good. And then with an opening video package, that horrible rap theme, whoever the fuck made that rap theme, whoever the fuck paid for the rights for that, honestly, they have no business having access to any money, because that song is fucking terrible. We then get Lashley with MVP and Shelton saying at ringside by commentary versus Apollo Crews, U.S. Championship. And MVP cut a promo. Actual quote, the Hurt business is in the business of hurt. Best words, MVP. Best words. And MVP is a good talker. I don't know who the fuck wrote that. Probably Vince. Lashley causing Apollo's neck to bulge recently. That was actually a line, because Apollo had the unfortunate virus, and thankfully he recovered, and thankfully his entire family seems okay. He just had to quarantine and be alright. Match was fine. MVP tried at one point he can't breathe. Doing this, maybe not, but he was focusing on the ribs, beating him up and everything, targeting him, doing all that. It was what it was. The full Lashley for the tap, and we have a new U.S. champion, Bobby Lashley. And then we get weird Polaroid thing. I do want to point out, though, apparently they were doing the Black Panther pose, something like this. I've never seen Black Panther. And Chadwick Boseman, I believe that's how I say it. I feel really, really bad. The young man, he passed away tragically. I mean, and the fact that he was able to go through that and, continue to do those iconic roles, because I've seen him in other stuff, and he's very, very good. He was very good. And it was nice we got some tributes to him throughout the night. I'd have somebody tell me that because, again, I haven't seen Black Panther outside of a few clips. Heard it was good, though. Don't know why they did the Polaroid stuff, and then Apollo says, I'm getting that title back. So there we go. That's what we're done with. And then we get Paul Heyman talking to Kayla and saying that, who wrote that for you? That was kind of funny. JBL then offers some words of encouragement to Keith Lee. Hey, if you win, great. But if you don't feel bad because Randy Orton's really great. We then get Sheamus versus Big E. The dubbed-in crowd noise was abhorrent. Absolutely fucking abhorrent. Cole, at one point, big, major, important matchup here. Best English by Michael Cole. Michael Cole is one of the worst wrestling announcers that there's been in the last 25 years. And he's almost been around WWE for 25 years, and it feels like 25 decades. He is fucking rotten. He's fine, I guess, when Vince is out of his ear. But good God, he's just fucking terrible mostly. There was a lot of leg targeting by Sheamus. And the thing about this is he kept targeting the leg, beating him up, trying to, remove Big E's power and everything. Big E does at one point hit the spear through the ropes. I don't like that. Stop doing that move. It's very dangerous. And then big ending for 3. Big E then yells at Graves. Match was good. It actually built fine. It's not going to be something I'm going to go back and watch, but I certainly didn't mind it. And then, this is an actual quote they said about Matt Riddle before his promo. Brodacious, barefoot bro. And I lost brain cells seeing that and hearing that. Riddle, I'm just done and over with it. Riddle understanding perfectly how English words work. So, Corbin had a tweet. I'll prove he's a failure in WWE. He's already proven he's a failure at home. Really cutting to the bone there, especially with some things. But oh boy, if you know about Riddle, you fucking know. And then Riddle got upset and decided, okay, I'll just storm off and everything. They're harshing his buzz, I guess. Nia then at one point says about Shayna, I'm just trying to stay positive. Nia, maybe not the best, era to say that in, but I get what she's trying to say. Riddle versus Corbin, and man, this match happened. It sounds like I'm down on this pay-per-view, but honestly, up until this point, it wasn't bad. This could have been saved for SmackDown. I'm sorry. This feud hasn't done anything for me. Corbin blasting him from behind. Cole calling, something that was like a sleeper hold, a chicken wing, not even goddamn close. It's not that Corbin can't wrestle, it just wasn't a chicken wing. And then the floating Broton for 3. It wasn't that the match was terrible, but, the stuff surrounding Riddle and also the fact Corbin bores me, even though I did like that tweet from him. I just didn't care about this feud. This match did nothing for me, but it wasn't bad. But it should have been saved for SmackDown. Then Corbin attacks Riddle backstage because, holy fuck, we can't let a Corbin feud end. Also, not the fruit, not the small cereal boxes, you monster. Sasha and Bayley versus Shayna and Nia. Women's Tag Team Championship match. Kevin Dunn should be beaten in public for all the camera cuts that he keeps doing. He is fucking terrible at his job. Or at least chased out of the goddamn Thunderdome. Hey, we didn't get any footage of Retribution, the group known as Retribution. No wonder this show wasn't all that bad, because maybe they will drop that fucking abhorrent storyline. Alright, so, Nia just at one point swings Sasha do-si-do and into the barricade. Constantly, ouch. Nia just no-selling a knee bar, no-selling a lot of stuff and everything, and then Shayna does a really, really cool spot at the end. She gets like a weird, like a leg submission on Sasha. Like she's gonna do almost like, the last chancery or something like that. But no, she doesn't do that. She gets Sasha's legs trapped and then gets the Barracuda clutch, as I like to call it, on Bayley. And then gets Sasha's arm around Bayley's neck to force Bayley to tap. So Bayley taps, she keeps the belt, and Sasha loses her one belt that she had left. Yes, people are like, perfect storytelling. I'm over this feud, and it hasn't even started yet, but I get where they're going with it. We have new tag team champions, though. I didn't fucking see that coming. I thought Bayley and Sasha were going to retain here. Nia was apparently on a whole lot of cocaine here, or something, because she was on either that or a lot of caffeine. She was hyped up like crazy. But new tag team champions, that was something else. Then we get Orton versus Lee. I don't like the generic theme for Lee. The gear wasn't all that bad. I guess it was a tribute to, like Broly from Dragon Ball Z. I've only seen Dragon Ball Z abridged. I can't sit through regular Dragon Ball Z. This match was a lot quicker than I expected. Orton did get a rest hold on for about 25 minutes. I kid. It was actually only about maybe 45 seconds. loud chops, announcer's table spot for both. The DDT, or rather DD Lee to Keith, but soon after, RKO and, wait no, Spirit Bomb, 1, 2, 3, and Keith Lee, holy shit, just beat Randy Orton like that. So no, I mean, did I laugh when some people said that he was ruined? I mean, I'm always cautious when WWE brings people up from NXT, because it's barely 50-50 if they're going to use them right. I'm not saying, oh no, Keith Lee's going to be rocketed up to the championship picture, but he may, at one point, hell, he may win it at Mania. He may beat Drew. I don't think Drew's going to hold it that long, but he'll beat somebody. It was what it was. Hey, imagine Brock coming back beating Drew, and then we get Lee versus Brock, and Lee beats Brock in about 3 minutes. We don't need Brock Lesnar back, and thankfully we didn't get him back here, but hey, it's a step in the right direction, even if I still question the goddamn theme. And then Heyman says Reigns will leave as Universal Champion. Murphy and Rollins versus Rey and Dominic. The Mysterios attack early. And Rollins gets domed big time. Have fun unseeing that. And then Rey ends up being targeted while his son watches. That's some weird shit. Tornado DDT by Dominic. The match was fine. It was well paced. They go a little bit long for me, just in my opinion. I'm not saying I want everything to be quick, but New Japan's Jingu Stadium show was 6 matches and didn't even go 2.5 hours. I think it was over in like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and that was with an intermission to do some cleaning, some disinfecting of the ring halfway through the show. But that being said, the show was quick. It was like 2.5 hours. Miscommunication leads to Murphy accidentally kicking Rollins in the face. 619 from the other side, and then a frog splash, tribute to Eddie, which, hey, if you want to make that as finish, fine. Dominic gets the pin on Murphy. I believe I called that. And then Rollins is upset with Murphy. Match is fine. Okay, am I totally sold on Dominic? No. But am I going to, be so like, oh, I'm so happy he's getting beaten down, stuff like that? Whatever. If he can prove that he can last, good for him. And then the Hurt Business just leaves without incident. I don't know why the fuck we felt the need to show that. And then we get Reigns, Braun, and The Fiend. No holds barred Universal Championship match. I'm going to go on record now as saying that The Fiend is just Bray Wyatt with a scary mask. He isn't really any more interesting in the ring. At least not anymore. To me, the shine has come off of the character. It looks cool, and that's it. But I know some people like him, and that's fine. Michael Cole said earlier, though, the rivalry of the summer has been Braun versus Bray Wyatt / The Fiend. He didn't say it was a good feud. It has been a fucking abhorrent feud, in my opinion. The champ is out first, by the way, with the regular blue Universal Championship, not the flesh apron title that The Fiend had. So he's losing. Braun attacks during The Fiend's entrance. Reigns did not come out there yet for a while. Alexa's backstage and has more dreads in her hair because, get it, she's going all crazy. And then we get the stupid mallet. The goddamn stupid comical mallet. And that's where I just gave up. That's where I gave up and says, let's get Reigns out here. I'm over that shit. The comical mallet was fucking stupid. Alexa's still there and, just still playing with her hair. Kind of reminds me of the blonde girl from Daria, if you know that show. Table spot off the stage. The ring collapses on a superplex. Oh, wow. They don't do that spot too often, but seriously, it was the second rope superplex. Oh, well, it was what it was. And then Reigns comes out with Heyman, signs a contract, goes to the ring with a chair, can't get a pin, gets the mandible claw, put on him for just a little bit. No, don't ruin the pearly white teeth. By the way, who the fuck cares if he got new teeth, or if he got his teeth clean, or whatever the fuck? It's just, yes, is it noticeable? Sure, it doesn't take away from Reigns. I just felt the need to address that. Spear, pins Braun. New Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Good. It was fine. I look forward to seeing what they're going to do for the fall. Please make SmackDown at least halfway interesting. Like, a heel Roman could work. Just don't bring Brock back. Please fucking don't. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retland. I'll see you soon.